When a Missouri National Guard unit gets a new commander, a formal change of command ceremony is held to signify the transition in leadership. This ceremony is deeply rooted in military tradition with the passing of the unit's colors. Captain Johnny Roby recently participated in a change of command ceremony as he was the incoming commander of the 220th Engineer Company based in Festus.
I really appreciate the history and the symbolism of just being a part of that. The Guidon has gone through a lot of commanders' hands, and it represents the entire company. That is your company rally point. It's the Guidon that's raised high, representing our place in that battlefield.
Captain Paul Good was the outgoing commander of the 1141st Engineer Company based out of Kansas City. He took part in their change of command ceremony at Fort Leonard Wood.
It's all very ceremonial. It's all about that formal process of I am relinquishing command, and it's all about the flag.
The ceremony typically involves the outgoing commander, the incoming commander, the senior commander, and the senior enlisted leader of the unit. The ceremony is centered on the passing of the unit's flag, or guidon, that signifies their unit designation and corps affiliation. The flag is handed from the senior enlisted leader to the outgoing commander, and then to the senior commander. The senior commander then hands it to the incoming commander, who in turn hands it back to the senior enlisted leader. Captain Amber Jones was the incoming commander for the 1141st Engineer Company. She had been part of another change of command ceremony earlier the same day as she left command of the 35th Engineer Brigade Headquarters and Headquarters Company based out of Fort Leonard Wood. Captain Jones knows that changes of command are inevitable, but also good for the growth of a commander as well as a unit.
Being in the military, change commands happen. We all know that. You can't keep the same commander because they have to grow as a commander and they have to go into new roles and take the experiences that they gained as that company commander to their next unit. Everybody knows that in about 2 to 3 years you're going to get a new commander, and there is that growth aspect that happens with a new commander. Every new commander comes in, whether it's a male or female. Every commander is different. They do things differently, they have different personalities, and they have different expectations of their troops.
After a change of command ceremony, a unit will have to adjust to the new leadership. In the case of the 1141st Engineer Company, it is the adjustment for an all-male unit having a female commander for the very first time.
From my perspective, there will be a growing period, a growth, if you will, because the way that Captain Good has done things will probably be different than the way that I do things. It's just because we have different personalities. It's not necessarily he does those things because he's a male officer and I do the things that I do because I'm a female officer. It's just I have a different personality than he does and a different background. So that's going to be the growth aspect.
Captain Jones will have assistance from the senior officers in the unit to help with the transition from Captain Good's command to her command.
I rely on those senior NCOs in that unit to help me understand the way that they've done things in the past, maybe see some ways that we could do things better or differently, and grow as a unit as a whole. But I am not going to go in and change things without that senior NCO leadership involved in those changes.
Units in the Missouri National Guard adapt to new leadership styles and grow to become better citizen soldiers, ready whenever called upon to serve their state or nation.